You know, I was a little afraid at first, but now I'm ready. No matter where I go or what I see, I know I can always come back here.
Hi, I'm kyokaxiavon and welcome to my first ever video. In case you don't know me, I'm a VTuber who streams on YouTube and occasionally Twitch. I usually do Let's Plays, though I also do karaoke and ASMR streams. Life has been really stressful recently, so I decided to replay Kingdom Hearts 3. So far, it's been a lot of fun and it's made me want to replay all of the games. Unfortunately, I don't have them all, so that was a no-go. Instead, I decided to make a video yapping about the female characters in Kingdom Hearts because I love women. As a writer, I find Kingdom Hearts to be so fascinating. Is it stupid? Yes, but that's what makes it so special. It's rare for a story with such a silly concept to be so well thought out and presented. The writing of Kingdom Hearts follows its own rules. It's experimental and complicated, a collaboration of Disney and Square Enix that never should have happened, but we are all blessed that it did. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, as I would love to make more in the future, whether that be about Kingdom Hearts or anything else that pops into my head. While I am a big fan of the series, I'm not an expert, so if I do get any facts wrong, please let me know in the comments. I will not be discussing any female characters that exist outside of Kingdom Hearts, such as the Disney, Final Fantasy and the World Ends with You characters, as I want this video to be about the original female characters of Kingdom Hearts only. Also, I will not be discussing characters such as Olette, or the girl from Verum Rex, or the Dark Road girls, as there just isn't enough content of them. Sorry Olette fans. With all of that out the way, let's get into it. I have a love-hate relationship with how female characters are presented in Kingdom Hearts. They are some of the most intelligent and strong characters in the series, but I also feel like they all play very similar roles. For example, Kairi and Xion exist to enrich the male characters of their respective trios. Sora and Riku go through Kingdom Hearts 1 trying to save Kyrie. Xion is sacrificed for Roxas's character development, and she makes Axel struggle with following the organization's orders or helping his friends. While Aqua's character is enriched by her love but distrust of her friends, she is a witness to both Ventus's and Terra's downfalls, and has to live in the realm of darkness for years because of both her own and their mistakes. They're essential to Kingdom Hearts, and yet they don't really feel like it. If you remove Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts 2, the story doesn't change. Same with Xion in 358 Days Over 2. And that is quite frustrating, as these characters are so great but they get very little time to shine. I'll be going through the main female characters one by one, starting with Nomura's favourite punching bag, Kyrie.
There's something about this musty place.
I love Kyrie, I really do, but it is undeniable that her character is fun at best and completely neglected and misused at worst. She's the reason I wanted to make this video in the first place, as it's her character that frustrates me the most. Curiosity is the lifeblood of Kingdom Hearts. It's what drives the story, but Kairi opposes it, instead appreciating what she already has. However, she still encourages Sora and Riku's dream of exploring, as she helps them build the raft and she listens to them when they confide in her about their dreams. Kairi was the one who inspired Riku's curiosity of these worlds in the first place. In KH1, she is the glue that keeps Riku and Sora from falling apart completely. While her role in Kingdom Hearts 1 isn't as significant as Sora or Riku's, she is just as important. She is the light at the end of the tunnel. She's the only one who notices that the Shadow Heartless is Sora and uses her light to bring him back. She will always be there to guide them when they need it. Kairi is her strongest in KH1. It's a shame that she spent so much of the game unconscious. But from what we do see of Kairi, we learn that she is a kind, funny and loyal person who would do anything for her friends. She loves the life that she has. She just doesn't want to lose it. While she isn't present in Chain of Memories, Naminé uses Sora's memories of Kairi to manipulate him. Sora's motivation to protect Kairi was used against him. Once again, Kairi is only relevant to the story due to her friendship with Sora. While this isn't that shocking as Sora is the protagonist of the series, it sucks that Kairi is only allowed relevancy whenever it benefits Sora's character. In Kingdom Hearts 2, she is significantly less important than she was in Kingdom Hearts 1. While she now has a Keyblade, she's more of a bystander than ever. She's only at the world that never was because she was abducted by the organization. Her letter that arrives in the Dark Margin brings Sora and Riku out the realm of darkness, and that's about it. Her betrayal in Kingdom Hearts 2 is an insult to Kingdom Hearts 1 Kyrie. She's not even a main character in Kingdom Hearts 2. just a loose end that Nomura struggled to fit back into the main story. Kairi wasn't present in the later games, but there was hope that she would have a bigger role to play in Kingdom Hearts 3. While I do think she was better in Kingdom Hearts 3 compared to Kingdom Hearts 2, it isn't by much. She spends most of the game training under Merlin with Axel. The cutscene they share together is nice, but Kairi spends all of it writing a letter to Sora, which just feels like a rehash of the letter from Kingdom Hearts 2. It would have been interesting to hear her thoughts on her progress as a Keyblade wielder, or to see her actually train alongside Axel. Axel struggling to remember Xion is the highlight of the cutscene, making Kairi's moment prior forgettable. We don't see her again until the end of the game. Sora and Kyrie are sitting on a palm tree on Destiny Island before the fight at the Keyblade graveyard. Kyrie shares a Palpu fruit with Sora, so they will never be apart. This scene is a nice callback to the drawing in the secret place in Kingdom Hearts 1, though it's annoying that Kyrie's screen time is once again focused on her relationship with Sora. It makes me hope that in Kingdom Hearts 4 we'll see her interact more with other characters, or have scenes that are dedicated to her own growth as a character. She is killed by the Demon Tide alongside the others, and is supposedly the one that guides Sora back, though it has been theorized that the light guiding them was actually Riku, not Kairi. Her next important moment is when she is once again abducted and used as a tool by Xehanort to torment Sora. This happens right after Roxas's return, so this moment was also completely overshadowed by Roxas in the cutscene. Before the boss fight with Xehanort, he kills Kyrie as he wants Sora to be motivated to fight him. This moment is tragically laughable. It hurts more after the boss fight when Sora closes Kingdom Hearts and Kyrie is noticeably absent. We last see her sitting on a palm tree with Sora at Destiny Islands, but he disappears, suggesting that he sacrificed himself to bring Kyrie back. Going into Kingdom Hearts 3, Kyrie had so much potential, but it was ignored. She had to play the part that she had always played. She can be there for emotional support for Sora, but she's not allowed to fight for herself. While I really like Kingdom Hearts 3, Kyrie's misuse in this game really annoys me. They tried to remedy this in Remind and Melody of Memory by having more moments focused on Kyrie, but it wasn't enough. They couldn't find Sora in her memories, and when they did find out where he was, Riku went after him instead of Kyrie. She decided to train under Aqua in the meantime, though that's a nice way of saying she's a bench warmer again. I know most of my discussion of Kyrie has been quite negative, but I cannot help but feel frustrated for her. She is a princess of heart, and yet she's considered too weak to fight, even though Sora started fighting with a Keyblade with no training whatsoever. I really hope that she has at least some good scenes in Kingdom Hearts 4, though I don't want to get my hopes up. Overall, Kyrie started off strong in Kingdom Hearts 1, though as the series progressed, she became a side thought instead of a well-written main character. She's considered boring because she wasn't allowed to do any bold moves except if it had to do with Sora. I have always found Kairi's character integration between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 to be so jarring. It's like Nomura just woke up one day and decided that Kairi shouldn't be an interesting character anymore. Kairi has always represented the comforts of home. If Sora and Riku had agreed with her and stayed in Destiny Islands, the story of Kingdom Hearts would have never happened. This makes her an interesting foil to both Sora and Riku, but unfortunately this is only explored in Kingdom Hearts 1. Let's just hope that Kingdom Hearts 4 is a better game for Kairi.
私の名前はナミネ。
So Naminé is the next major female character to appear. While she doesn't have much screen time, her character has a large impact on the story. She is Kairi's nobody and is able to change Sora's memories. The organization uses her to manipulate Sora so he could become a puppet for them. Much like a somebody, Naminé is also used as a tool. She's imprisoned in Castle Oblivion and must do whatever the organization says as their hostage, but she clearly dislikes manipulating Sora. She tampers with his memories because she's being forced to, but she also does it because she doesn't want to be alone. She just wants someone to care for her as much as Sora cares for Kyrie. Eventually, her conscience gets the best of her, and she confesses everything to Sora. She gives Sora the choice. He can either keep his memories in Castle Oblivion and forget his old memories, or have his old memories be restored, but he would forget what happened in Castle Oblivion. After Sora makes his decision, she watches over him as he gets into a pod to recover his memories. While Naminé's actions in COM have a large impact on the story going forward, she is remembered more for her powers than who she was as a person. Much like Axel, she just wants to be remembered, and yet only Axel gets what he wants. The only ones who remember her either had their memories wiped, were put back into Sora, or were the ones who kept her hostage. Naminé's story is so tragic and no one ever talks about it. Naminé helps Riku get through Castle Oblivion, and she offers him the chance to sleep like Sora so he can get rid of the darkness tormenting him. Riku declines her offer and comments on how her and Kairi smell the same, and that's why he decided to trust her. I don't really know what he meant by that, but it's Naminé content, so I'm including it. Naminé spends the rest of her screen time as a therapist for Roxas and Xion or helping Sora. Her character is only relevant when it benefits the characters with more screen time. As a writer myself, I understand that incorporating a character such as Naminé into the main story would have been difficult. But it wouldn't have been impossible, especially in Kingdom Hearts. As she got her own body in Kingdom Hearts 3, I am hopeful about her possibly appearing in Kingdom Hearts 4. Maybe she could even become plot relevant again. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 4, Nomura, please get her out of that white dress. Give my queen the drip she deserves!
Roxas.
Xion mirrors Roxas for obvious reasons, though as Roxas came first, she has always felt like a cheap copy of his character to me. Her debut game was 358 Days Over 2. Xemnas introduces her as the 14th member of Organization 13, which just makes me think of when K-pop groups with a number in their name have a differing number of members. Like, are you trying to tell me that 17 has 13 members? Anyway, she is a replica that was created from Sora's memories and is, say it with me, used as a tool. She can absorb Roxas's powers. The more she does so, the stronger she becomes. She becomes close friends with Roxas and Axel, and joins them on the Twilight Town clock tower for ice cream at the end of each day. It's through her friendship with them that she starts to develop her own emotions and opinions, but she soon discovers the truth of her identity. Xion must make a choice. She must either continue working with the organization, or she must merge with Sora so his memories can be returned to him. She decides to merge with Sora, but before she can, Axel yoinks her back to the organization, then faints because he's anemic. When Roxas confronts Xion at the end of the game, she tricks him into fighting her as she wants to save him. When she's defeated, she's forgotten. Some characters seem to faintly remember her, but not enough to fully recall who she was. In Kingdom Hearts 3, she joins the real Organization 13 and fights alongside them in the Keyblade Graveyard. When Axel is overpowered by Xemnas, she is tasked with defeating him. Sora stops her and says her name out loud. After all this time, she's finally being remembered. Before Axel and Xion can be defeated by Xemnas, Roxas swoops out of Sora's heart to save the day. Finally, the Sea Salt trio are reunited. Along with the other Guardians of Light except Kyrie, she helps close Kingdom Hearts. We last see her having a beach date with Naminé. Xion is somehow even more tragic than Naminé. She's able to make close friendships with others, but that is all taken away from her. Naminé wished she had something to fight for. Xion sacrificed everything she had for a person she had never even met. Her inclusion in the story never really made sense to me, as her character was a complete rehash of Roxas's. She was probably made so she could be one of the final bosses, though this could have easily just been Riku. Perhaps they just needed a female character to complete the trio. Regardless, I really like her character. It's just unfortunate that Roxas did it first and did it better.
私はもう少しここで調べてみる。
Aqua is the female character of the Wayfinder trio, and one of my favourite characters in the series. She's sensible, but kind. Some say she's the mother of the group, but I've always seen her more as an older sister who has to keep her younger siblings in check. She passes her Mark of Mastery exam, making her an official Keyblade Master. Terra leaves, distraught that his inner darkness made him fail. Ven follows behind him, and Aqua is tasked by Ericus to bring Ven back and to keep an eye on Terra. The three of them are face to face once more at Radiant Garden, but the reunion is far from sweet. Aqua reveals why she was following them, causing Terra to storm off and Ven to be disgusted with Aqua. I really like this moment, as Aqua is forced to question whether she should have complete belief in her friends, or whether she should do her duty as a Keyblade Master. The game ends catastrophically, with Ven losing his heart and Terra getting naughted. As Terranort and Aqua fall into the Realm of Darkness, she uses her armour to protect him and send him back up to the Realm of Light. As a result, Aqua is trapped in the Realm of Darkness. We see her struggle in the Realm of Darkness in 0.2. She sees visions of her friends and even a dark version of herself. But she continues fighting. She only falls to darkness in Kingdom Hearts 3 when Hot Ansem tosses her into the water in the Dark Margin. She is defeated by Sora and finally returned to the Realm of Light. Seeing Aqua's reaction to being in the Realm of Light for the first time made me so emotional. She had been fighting for so long and had to face the ugliest parts of her psyche. But now, she was free. But the fight wasn't over yet. They awakened Ven's heart in the land of departure, but they struggled to find Terra. It is later revealed in the fight against Terranort and Vanitas that Terra was in fact Terranort's guardian this whole time. He frees himself and becomes whole again. Finally, the Wayfinders were reunited. While I really love Aqua, I wish that we got to see her interact with Riku more in Kingdom Hearts 3. They both struggled against darkness, and it would have been interesting to see them talk to each other about it. Aqua is the first female character in the series that felt neither black or white. While she did have good intentions, she didn't believe in her friends when they needed her belief the most, making the situation even worse. Even though 0.2 was short, it was nice to have a game dedicated to her struggles, so we could truly understand how much she went through in the realm of darkness. As Kyrie chose to train under Aqua, it will be interesting to see their relationship evolve from their short encounter in Birth by Sleep.
Boy, you're a lot of fun.
So far, I have been talking about the female characters and their order of appearance in the series, but there was someone I missed. I wanted to save Loxen for last, as she is so different compared to the rest of the characters I've discussed thus far. Loxen is nasty. She seems to enjoy tormenting others, like playing with their emotions is just a fun little game. I adore Loxen. When she was first introduced, she was so refreshing. Before her, the characters were either kind heroes or stoic villains. No one in the series acts like she does, and thanks to Union Cross, her character has become even more interesting. She, along with other members of the organization, are sent to Castle Oblivion for their mission to make Sora the organization's puppet. However, she and Marluxia are secretly planning to overthrow the organization. This plan is stopped by Axel, who releases Naminé. After she tells Sora the truth, Loxen intervenes and tells Sora about Naminé's powers and Repliku in the most snarky way possible. She is defeated by Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and I always found her last words to be so interesting. I'm probably reading too much into it, but she seems to be insecure about her own status, as the idea of being weaker than Sora, Donald, and Goofy distresses her. Maybe she feels like she has to prove both to herself and others that she can talk the talk and walk the walk. When Kingdom Hearts 3 was released, I was so excited to see her return. While I wish that she had more time to shine, she was still a delight to watch whenever she was on screen. Once again, she has something iconic to say when she goes. She reveals that she only joined the real organization because she was along for the ride, with who we can only assume is Marluxia. This was a great setup for the introductions of Lauriam and Oresa in Union Cross, and we'll be getting more Oresa/Loxen content in the future, so it's a win-win. I'm so happy that Loxen's story didn't finish with Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm excited to see her character develop in future releases. So I wanted to have a section dedicated to the female characters of Union Cross, but it didn't feel fair to break down their characters individually as most of their stories are ongoing, but I wanted to at least brush over some of them. Ava is the first ever female leader in Kingdom Hearts. She leads the Dandelions, a group of Keyblade wielders who were saved from fighting in the Keyblade War. While most of the foretellers were killed, Ava's status is unknown, meaning that she could possibly appear in Kingdom Hearts 4. One character we know will appear in Kingdom Hearts 4 is Strelitzia, Lauriam's younger sister who was killed by a possessed Ventus. We've only seen glimpses of when she was alive, so I'm curious to see how she'll be portrayed in Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm also curious about Skuld, as we know that she went to the future, but we're not sure exactly where she went. It's theorized that she is subject to X from the secret reports, but only time will tell. The female characters of Kingdom Hearts are never the stars of the show, but they have certainly left their mark. Kairi, Xion, Aqua, and Olette balance out their respective trios. Kairi represents the comforts of home, Xion the desperation for identity, Aqua the struggles of thinking with your heart or your brain, and Olette the fight to be relevant to the story. Jokes aside, I feel like the women of Kingdom Hearts are really underappreciated by both the fandom and the writers. While Sora and Riku are my favourite characters, I think that Aqua has a more interesting portrayal of mental health than the both of them combined, and Xion deserves just as much love as Roxas. Regardless, I'm happy the girls got their storylines resolved in Kingdom Hearts 3, and hopefully we'll see much more of them in the future. There's still so much going on with the Union Cross girls, and there's Freya from Missing Link, so looks like we'll get more content from the female characters in the future. I also can't wait to see Naminé's new outfit because she's still wearing that dress. Nomura, please. Thank you for watching this video till the end. It really means a lot to me as I've never made anything like this before. Please let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Also, subscribe or get naughted. Bye guys!
In you and I, there's a new land. Angels in flight. My sanctuary, yeah. Where fears and lies melt away. Music will die. What's left of me now?